Oh no, another market sell-off. So let's talk about it. So we're going to talk about why MSTR is down so much, even though Bitcoin is basically trading flat. Now, I wanted to throw this out there. If you take a look at a lot of these other Bitcoin treasury companies on my watch list, you can see that all of them are down. Okay, so MAR was down 4%, ASST was down 6%, MSTR was down 7%. BMNR was down more than 7%. That's an Ethereum treasury company. Riot, CLSK. So this was a market-wide dump. Okay, Metaplanet was down. It looks like basically the only kind of asset that held up the best was IBIT, the Bitcoin ETF. So it looks like a lot of Bitcoin treasury companies are starting to trade even closer and closer and closer to one MNAV because it looks like sentiment is terrible. So if we go over to SailorTracker.com, okay, nothing's changed in terms of Satoshis per share, okay, still 200K, but the MNAV continues to go closer to 1. So the real question here is, is the Bitcoin treasury company train over? Are we done this cycle? So, I haven't seen anything play out like this in the 6 years that I've been into Bitcoin. I'm really shocked at the price movement for this October. So, historically, Bitcoin has been so strong during October, okay? Up 19% on average and 14% the median. We haven't had a red October since 2018. And even that was only down 3%. So I think a lot of people are caught off guard. Now, there are, about 8 days left in October, and I have been talking to some of my crypto buddies, and they said that the pump is in the very last week of October. So, I really expected this week, the 43rd week, to be bullish for MSTR. I was pretty disappointed. I believe there's about 11% gains on average, and so far this week it's been red, okay? So let me pull up that data. Okay, so far week 43, MSTR is actually down 3%. So this would be the first time ever that it would finish below negative 1%. You can see here on every other week it was green, and then in 2021, even though the price went down, it didn't go down that much. So this has really never happened before. This historically was supposed to be a pretty bullish time, and it looks like the market is dumping. So once again, sentiment is terrible. Okay, even the weekly RSI has gotten even worse now. It's now at 39. So I think a lot of people are thinking, oh, well, we crashed to 100 or so. But, at this point, I think anyone that's going to get out is pretty much out. You take a look at the daily RSI. Once again, it's dumping. There's still a lot of support at about $175. I really haven't seen, anyone, like just simply saying, I'm going to just dump everything, blah, blah, blah. It seems like the people that were buying just, for price go up, instead of understanding that this is the most valuable company on Wall Street because it has the most Bitcoin per share. It looks like they've left the building, okay? But remember now, this was a market-wide dump, so we can't really just pick on MSTR individually and pinpoint and say that something happened, XYZ. This was a market-wide dump. So I even went in, and I think now, if you were ever going to get into Bitcoin treasury companies like MSTR, now would definitely be the time because the sentiment is terrible. Everyone's scared, okay? We're over on CoinMarketCap.com. Once again, we're in fear again. So I don't think this is a market top because usually market tops are full of euphoria and people posting gains, and this is the exact opposite. So really right now, no one wants to hold crypto. So that would tell me that we are getting ready for a launch. I don't believe that the cycle is topped out, although a lot of people who still follow the 4-year Bitcoin cycle say that the Bitcoin cycle peaked on October 7th. But I don't believe that because Bitcoin cryptocurrencies mature, and as anything matures, it changes. So I think that this would be definitely a time to buy the dip. Okay, now this is not financial advice, but if you're holding shares, like I said, averaging down, dollar cost averaging here. I think anything under $300 is a fantastic buy. If you're trading options, so if you've bought my ebook, MSTR Options Cash Flow, and you're kind of wondering about the premiums and stuff like that, like I said, sometimes I gamble with like 4-day, 3-day to expiration options, but the majority of my options are being held in contracts that have at least 30 days to expire. Okay. Sentiment is terrible again. Okay. Everyone's running away from the Bitcoin treasury companies. Okay. Everyone is thinking, oh, well, you know, we're going to dump below this. We're going to dump below this level. So, and, you know, I've noticed in markets in the past, and especially when it comes to MSTR, usually what we think is going to happen in terms of the short-term price movement, and things can be the opposite. So like I said, remember in my previous videos, I thought that we were going to break out here, right? Because it was the 43rd week, and that didn't happen. Now, people are probably thinking that, you know, we're going to dump, when in reality, you know, the opposite of what's going to happen, because remember now, the Fed is cutting interest rates, okay? So there's a macro benefit kind of looming over this entire marketplace, and the fear is paramount, okay? Even gold kind of held its own, so it looks like gold ETF rebounded a little bit. The whole gold rotation from gold to Bitcoin, it hasn't really started yet. Okay, gold is still down. Okay, so gold covered a little bit, but it's definitely selling off. Okay, so this rotation takes about 90 to 100 days. It won't happen overnight. So this is basically an area where people are going to either, you know, win big by controlling their emotions and hodling, or just miss out on the train because the train is about to take off any day now. So, you know, at the end of the day, what are you here for? You know, are you here into MSTR because you want to make money like overnight, or are you here because you understand that every time I've held this stock and it's done well, it's always kind of had a period of uncertainty, you know, FUD, a period of FUD. There's always, with MSTR, there's always FUD that comes in before it runs up. You know, and that's just simply because FUD and greed drives this stock so much. You know, I could tell a lot of people are going to exit the market this week. I know, because the sentiment is terrible, and that's fine. You know, a lot of people don't deserve the run up to $750 potentially at the end of this year, and my overall top price target for this cycle is $1,300. Okay, you need to hold. You know, with this stock, you need to hold through the discomfort periods to get the reward. So the prime example is just the most recent run up here, where, you know, there was a huge period of, you know, consolidation and people got bored. And then all of a sudden last year, it all of a sudden started running, and it caught people off guard. So, you know, the people that bought here at the time, you know, if they bought at like, you know, if you bought at 173 and then you were holding at like 100, you were getting impatient, and then you missed them run up to 500. So that's my experience with this stock. I don't think the preferreds have changed this phenomenon about MSTR. It's just really a game of patience and a waiting game out there. It not getting shaken out of the stock. Okay, so a lot of Bitcoin treasury companies are selling off. There's peak fear in the market. This is where I think the smart money comes in and buys the dip. Now, once again, that's why I mentioned so many times not to use too much leverage. A lot of you should only be using about 5% leverage in your portfolio. So when you have days like this, you're not getting completely wiped out, and you're not losing a good chunk of your portfolio. So I talk about portfolio sizing and things like that, position management in my ebook, MSTR Options Cash Flow. So be sure to check that out. You get 10% off. You just click the link in the pinned comment. So like I said, to wrap this video up, I got some more videos planned. I thought this might happen. A little bit of uncertainty, but I do believe the last week of October should be bullish. So just hang in there, I think. We're still in the hot spot for crypto, and the rotation from gold to Bitcoin hasn't happened yet. So that's it. I'll wrap this video. See everyone in the next one.